I guess finding backstories for Animal Crossing characters has become a bit of a hobby for me. But can you really blame me? The series is pretty notorious for having backstories of characters pretty well hidden. And this problem continues in New Horizons, where, if I may complain for a short period of time, New Horizons is an amazing game. But please, Nintendo, can you add some more dialogue for villagers, or make them have more unique personalities? I swear, I can only have Bo talking with other lazy villagers about where they're gonna eat so many times. Or all the times Coco tells me that she needs to call her dad up because she smelt his cooking or something. Just please make these conversations more diverse, like in the older games. I apologize for my New Horizons rant. I love the game, but I guess you could say I'm a little sick of it. Get it? Because we're talking about Raddle? Bad puns aside, that brings us to the topic of today, the lazy frog villager named Raddle. He was originally an exclusive for Animal Forest E+, where he appeared as an islander when the player scanned their e-reader card. Raddle then returned in New Leaf as part of the Welcome Amiibo update. So we now know who Raddle is, but we have no idea what his backstory is. And this time, we aren't going to read any dialogue to figure it out. All we need to do is look at this frog's appearance. Out of all the villagers, I do have to say that Raddle does have a very unique appearance. Similar to another frog villager, Ribbot. Ribbot is just a jock villager, but due to him being a robot, people are very drawn to him. And just like with Ribbot, there are some questions that come up when looking at Raddle's appearance. The biggest one being, why is he always wearing a mask? Most say it's because he's a doctor, and I'm inclined to agree with you that he is a doctor. I mean, just look at his house. That's a doctor's house. And the quote from him, a healthy mind makes a healthy body, that's just something a doctor would say. So yes, I do personally believe Raddle is a doctor of some sort. However, I believe there's a lot more to him than that. And to discover why Raddle always wears a mask, we are going to have to look into what Raddle is based off of. The yellow-banded poison dart frog, also known as the yellow-headed poison dart frog, the bumblebee poison frog, or the however you say that, is a poisonous frog from the northern part of South America, most notably Venezuela. These frogs secrete toxins from their skin, which they gain from eating certain unspecified arthropod prey. And according to caringpets.org, a dart frog's poison is strong enough that a single frog can kill 10 men with a single dose. It only takes 2 micrograms, an amount that can fit on a pinhead, to fell a single human adult. So the frog that Raddle is based off of is toxic enough to kill an adult, 10 of them even. So how does this tell us the backstory of who Raddle is? And why is he always wearing a mask? Well, sit back and relax as I tell you the backstory of Raddle, the toxic doctor. Looking at Raddle, you can see that he has yellow hands. However, I'm going to theorize here for a second, as to me it more likely appears that he's wearing yellow gloves and yellow boots, and of course his mask. To me, this spells out everything. Raddle is a yellow-banded poison dart frog, whose touch is toxic enough to kill. However, what's tragic is that Raddle knows this. I believe that Raddle eventually grew up knowing that he was toxic, whether he was taught that or an accident happened. I am unsure of which, I just really hope it wasn't the latter. But regardless, Raddle knew his touch was deadly, and because of this, I believe he was inspired by this misfortune. I imagine that Raddle must have felt like a monster being this toxic. But instead of moping, he decided to do the opposite. Instead of hurting people, he threw on some yellow gloves and boots along with the surgical mask to protect everybody. This way he can use his medical knowledge to heal people instead of hurting them. To sum it up, Raddle is a yellow-banded poison dart frog who found out somehow that they were toxic and could hurt people, or even worse. But instead of grieving and hiding, he decided to heal people instead by covering his hands, feet, and face to protect others. And he even became a doctor to heal those who are hurt. As sad as Raddle must be realizing how deadly his own touch is, and how he always has to wear protective gear near others, I'm sure the fact that he's able to help and even befriend others without them risking injury or worse really makes up for it. Because of his protective gear, this poisonous doctor won't hurt anybody. And that is the story of Raddle, the toxic doctor. Hey guys, thank you so much for listening to the backstory of that. Before we end this, I do want to give credit to this picture I found online, and I have no idea who made it. Maybe Nikki did, I don't know. I just want to thank you, whoever made this, for helping inspire me to make this video. If you guys find out who made this picture, give them some love. Also, they say Raddle's name is a reference to rattling cough. Now, rattling cough is a real thing, but I couldn't find any evidence of victims of these frogs to have the rattling cough. Just want to bring that up, so take that as you will. Also, I gotta say, give credit to the person who made this beautiful meme. Somehow, Raddle has been preparing for this pandemic before it even was a thing. So yes, do as Raddle does. Cover your face. But again guys, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, and if you're new, please subscribe for updates on new content. You can also support me further by visiting my Patreon and my merch store. If you wish to interact with me, you can also follow me on my Instagram and Twitter. But guys, thank you all so much for watching. I will see you all next time.